look at it in a couple of ways. One, as an American citizen, and then two, as a physician. And I will tell you, I guess there's no lessons learned from what we went through at the height of the pandemic. One, Americans love freedom and they love self-determination. And that's between the patient and their doctor, which has been eliminated. The doctor's out of the equation. It's politicians telling you what you have to do. And, you know, there's human nature has showed us that there should be lessons learned from what we did before. You have to know how to talk to patients. But people are not convinced, and they're not convinced for a good reason because there's not evidence. And then you see things, for example, where the Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices came out and said young, healthy people don't need boosters, yet the CDC started recommending them anyway. You know, where is the conversation with your doctor? There's an art of medicine, there's a bedside manner, and that has been absent, and there's no trust. Dr. Fauci has said, I'm afraid people won't listen if we tell them to wear a mask again. Well, there's a good reason why, because they're not convinced. You see the Cochrane study that said they didn't do any good, and then you have people just arbitrarily saying, oh, the Cochrane study's wrong. Well, why is it wrong? I mean, this is the confusion that the American people are living through, and they're fed up with it, and it's angering patients across America. And mandates are a terrible idea. Americans don't do well with because I told you so. They need to be convinced that there's a good reason for this, and nobody's coming forward with best practices that make sense to the American people.